To begin with my work in progress video, I want to introduce a related work in the field of augmented reality and interactive narrative. The Yalingooth app is an audio experience reflecting the oral tradition of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, using geolocated stories and sounds to take the audience on a journey through time. Yalingooth elders guide players along the journey and tell us that we need to go back to go forward. Within the sound environment, players navigate by audio cues, with a simple map showing their location and where to find stories, songs, and poems. Yalingooth aims to connect all communities to historical first-hand accounts told by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, with the core purpose is to increase empathy, respect, and community connection. This project is an excellent example of interactive audio narrative AR application that reconstruct and retell oral traditions, which contributes to the novel field of intangible cultural heritage preservation that my project also seeks to achieve. During Vietnamese Mid-Autumn Festival, apart from activities such as making paper lanterns together, singing songs, eating mooncakes, lion dancing, there is another crucial activity that plays an important role in engaging the children, the main audience of the festival. That is sharing stories. Stories about life, stories of the legends, stories that present myths. This is a precious time for older generations to pass on their knowledge of culture to the younger generations, as it had been done for them. Folk tales as a form of oral traditions are significant, and the storytelling activity has become a medium for how culture is preserved and traditions are passed on to older generations to younger ones. The story that has been passing on is about Chú Cuội, also known as the Moon Man, which I have always wanted to share in this AR experience. To incorporate this story into the app, I have decided to make it as a form of reward, similar to how children enjoy listening to bedtime stories. The whole folktale about the Moon Man will be broken down into different parts, and once the player achieves something in the game, they will be rewarded by a part of the story, which encourages them to go on and complete their story in order to hear the full folktale story of the festival. The theme of culture learning and learn by play has emerged from this idea, as it can be a beneficial tool to educate culture, especially to young audience. The technology that has been tested is Unity Face Tracker, which allows the software to capture real-time face motion through webcam and project that into a 3D character. The result is a recorded 3D animation that can be added as interactive assets in the app. The storytelling has been enhanced and dramatized through face acting and voice acting.
Being able to cure many diseases. He brought it to his house.
The keyword
and grew
audio
it
narrative has emerged and resulted in the study of related works, such as Yalingooth. The next step is 3D digitization of traditional children lanterns in Vietnam. I have modeled a rabbit lantern in Cinema 4D and brought the model to Substance to create layers of materials to achieve the nature of cellophane paper, like colors, glossiness, transparency, and the wrinkle texture. The technical lessons I have learned since Folio 1 is to not use Cinema 4D to texture 3D models, since assets with baked textures from Cinema 4D do not have standard UV maps when imported into Unity. Learning to use Substance will allow me to easily produce different UV map, texture map, albedo map to be imported in Unity easily. The same method of texturing will be applied to future lantern models, such as fish, star, and butterfly lanterns. Another big task is planning my research proposal in the research methods class, which also is very helpful for the inquiry and abstract writing of my studio project. I have been reading a lot of research related to intangible cultural heritage, interactive storytelling, mobile augmented reality works. I also created a system in Notion that allows me to track different research inquiries and questions, following with research keywords and whether it is feasible for this studio project to be complete or can be used later in the future. I categorize all the research I have according to its type: ebook, book chapter, journal, conference papers, videos, and relevance, like secondary and primary. During this step of researching, I have learned that picking the right keywords really helps with the research process and also determines which field your work situates in. According to my mentor Jeremy, I should pick one keyword that relates to anthropology, such as intangible cultural heritage, one that refers to technology, such as AR, and one that relates to design methods, such as 3D visualization or interactive storytelling, so that my project can hang out with the right people that are interested in the respective matters, at the same time bridging different fields such as art, science, and culture. The next step of my project will include the completion of 3D assets in the list, user interface design, my app icons, all the graphics, and finalizing my research investigation question and abstract. Thank you for watching my work in progress video.